All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday evening. It is crisp. It is clean. It's a wonderful evening. May God bless all of you who are watching or may be watching. And man, the Bitcoin price action this Saturday has been ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. I will tell you guys that I was waiting all day Friday for a move. I was waiting all day Friday for a significant move in this area, and it never came. It never did come. And I was waiting, and I was looking at Market Cipher, waiting for one of these rejections off of this resistance line to give me a nice short entry. But I never found that entry. I never found that entry because Market Cipher never gave me confirmation. And so in this video, I want to focus on using Market Cipher to finding those awesome entries, because Market Cipher will never give you a false signal if you know how to use it properly. And that's kind of what I want to go over. Now, one thing I do want to point out, guys, is if you have been watching this, we got a perfect bounce off of not only the 21 EMA on the 4-hour, but also we retested this triangle perfectly. And look at that beautiful bounce that we got. And unfortunately, guys, I was not even looking at the charts today. I would have been able to enter two really nice trades. Unfortunately, you don't get them all. But I would have shorted here for a nice short, and I probably would have longed this bounce right here as well for a nice little bounce. So I want to get into the chart. I want to mark out some levels. I want to talk about where we should be looking for another trade, because volatility is a trader's best friend. And when we have areas like this, it's great for scalpers, but for people who are looking for more significant moves where they don't have to sit in front of the chart all day, we want something crazy like this. So let's drop into the chat real quick. And may God bless all 294 of you. In the name of Jesus, may all of you be blessed. Shout out to Stan Way, who told BitBoy the other night at his meetup how much I've changed his life. Hey, thank you so much, Stan Way, for taking the course. Shout out to Travis, who's also taking the course. How do you join the Discord, says David Halling. Simple, you just click the link in the description of the video. There's a free Discord in there. How to Survive in the Woods got along at 58.34, 24-minute green dot. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, FOMO into the like button. FOMO into the like button. What's up, Bo John? All right, so let's talk about some things here. Let's talk about finding the perfect entry, real quick, before we get into other things in here. Let me turn off this. So, as many of you know, I've been looking for a short. I was looking for a short from Thursday night until Friday night. And also, as many of you know, I don't trade on Saturday because it is the Sabbath day of the Lord. And so I take that day and I don't do any trading. I go to, religious services that pretty much last all day. And that's great. That's fine, because I trust that the Lord will provide good trades for me on other days, and he does. But in hindsight, looking at these charts here, I had posted in my Discord. Well, first of all, this is the one-day chart. Let me get to the 6-minute chart on this side, and then we'll look at the 4-hour chart on this side. We longed in the Discord. We longed right here. We longed this bottom right here, and the way we were able to long that bottom is because of Market Cipher was telling us that we had come to a bottom. If we go to the Discord right here, I was longing this on, when was that, 3 days ago. And the reason I was longing right here is because not only were we printing a bottom on the higher time frames on Market Cipher B, but also on the lower time frames. If we go and take a look at what was happening on the lower time frames right down here, I want to show you guys something that's very significant. And if you get this down, you will be able to find these perfect entries using Market Cipher. when you see that we're starting to form a bottom on the higher time frames, maybe the 3 hour or the 4 hour, it doesn't actually have to have the dot printing yet. It does not have to have the dot printing. It could look something like this, right? Where the dot's not really printing, but you can see that it's about to print. What you want to do when you see that happening is you want to go down to maybe the 6 minute to the 12 minute, and we want to look to see if we can find something. Let me get back to where we longed. We want to see something like this, okay? When we're seeing those bottom prints on the lower time frames, we want to see something like this on the 12 minute, on the 6 minute, on the 3 minute, where we see a very clear direction, and we're not just looking for the direction, guys, okay? We're not just looking for the direction, because look, we have that direction here too, right? But nothing really significant happens there. What are we looking for specifically? We're looking for a money flow crossover on the lower time frames. When we're printing a bottom on the higher time frames, and we're also getting a money flow crossover on the lower time frames, that is how you can find those really sweet entries. And that's how we were able to long the bottom right here 3 days ago. In fact, let me see. I have it big. No, that's not it. That's not it either. This is to remind you guys to like the video, because Coinbase is adding support for the Jason Casper like button. So you know what happens to things when Coinbase adds them? Their chart ends up looking like this. So this is the projection for the Jason Casper like button by the end of this video. But you know, when this was starting to form, this bottom was starting to form, and we come over to the lower time frames, and we see the money flow crossover with a clear direction, that's how we know it's a perfect entry. And if we even go to the 6 minute, check this out on the 6 minute, guys. I mean, it could not be more clear on the 6 minute. You know, you have all these bottoms forming right here, and then you have consecutively higher trigger waves, higher and higher, and then you get this money flow crossover right here. Right here, you get this money flow crossover. And so you enter right at the bottom. And the way you're doing it is you're looking at those higher time frame, and then you're going down to the lower time frames to find that perfect entry. And it doesn't work unless you use both the higher time frames and the lower time frames. But there's one more element that we need to take into account here. And that's, we want to also see a bounce off of a significant level. And when we did long this bottom here, not only were we seeing Market Cipher tell us the momentum direction, but we also know that this level, 55.7 thousand, is a significant daily support level. A significant daily support level. And so there was so much confluence here, right? We came down, we got a bounce, we got a retest, and then we got the money flow crossover. And that's how you're going to find those perfect entries. Now, what about shorting the tops? Well, we can also short the tops using this method, okay? Check this out, guys. Check this out. We had right here, we came up and we hit this green resistance here. Now, why is this? Why do I have this green level marked out? Well, if we go to the 4-hour time frame and take a look back in time, we can see that this green level is, well, if we go to the daily time frame, actually, sorry guys, we can see that this green level is pretty much, in fact, I should probably make this a little bit higher. This is right where those daily candles opened and closed right here. So we came up and we touched a very significant level of resistance. And when we touch that level of resistance, what's happening as we're touching that level? Well, we can see that Market Cipher B on the 3-hour is starting to print a top, right? Starting to curve over on this purple candlestick, on this blue candlestick right here. As we're rejecting off of this resistance, Market Cipher B is printing a top, right? It's not printing a red dot yet, but we can tell it's coming to the top. Now, just because it's coming to the top on the 3-hour doesn't mean we should automatically enter a short. What we need to do is we need to go down to the lower time frames and get confirmation. So I'm going to go ahead and circle this right here, okay? And then we're going to go down to the 6-minute time frame. And what do we see happening on the 6-minute time frame? Right where we should have shorted if we had been paying attention. Look at what we see here. We see we're coming up to a resistance. We get a rejection. Okay, no reason to short yet. okay? Because we don't know that we're just a little rejection off of resistance, no big deal. We come up and we retest it. Now, when we retest it, what do we see on Market Cipher B? We see a very clear direction downwards and a money flow crossover on the 6 minute. If we go to the 3 minute, okay, we see the same thing. We want to be looking, what I like to do is I like to look at the 4 hour, the 3 hour, to see those tops and bottoms forming. And then I go to the 3 minute, the 6 minute, and the 12 minute. And if I can see on the 3, 6, and 12 minute, this kind of pattern right here, where we have this clear direction of anchor waves, trigger waves, and then money flow crossing over, that is the signal. So there's really 3 things that we're looking for here. There's 3 things that we're looking for. Sorry about that. We're looking for, in fact, let me write it down on a notepad. Let me write it on a notepad. I'm all about the notepads, guys. So the first thing we're looking for is Market Cipher B. Let me make this larger for us. Wow, there we go. Market Cipher B printing top or bottom. That's the first thing we're looking for. The second thing we're looking for is, well, this is on the larger time frame, so maybe on the 4 hour, 3 hour, even the 2 hour, guys. And the second thing we're looking for is Market Cipher B giving us direction and a money flow crossover. On the lower time frames. So I'm talking, 6 minute, 3 minute, 12 minute. And then the third thing that we're looking for is a bounce or a rejection off of a key level. So these are the 3 things that we can use to really find those perfect trades. And honestly, guys, it's pretty fail-proof. So as a lot of you probably know, if you're in my Discord, Thursday night, guys, I was tripping. All right, I was tripping out. It'd been a long day. I was in the sun all day doing workout in the yard, and I was waiting for a short entry. I was waiting for something like this to happen, right? All day Thursday. Well, not all day Thursday. Thursday night and Friday, I was waiting for something like that to happen. And on Thursday, I almost entered a short prematurely because I saw this. And it's a good thing I didn't. I entered for a second and then I got out, guys. I saw this happening, right? Where it looked like the 3 hour was about to cross over right here. But I didn't see. I was going to try and short right here. I was going to try and short right here. On Thursday night or Friday or one of those days. And I wasn't getting my confirmations on Market Cipher. I was not. On the lower time frames. And so I almost said, yeah, I'll just short and just not enter with my confirmations, but then the common sense in me said, don't do something stupid like that. So I didn't do it. But just because we're rejecting off of a resistance and it looks like we're about to print a red dot on the higher time frames, Market Cipher B, doesn't mean it's a good time to short, or it doesn't mean it's a good time to long either. We need to see both. We need to see the direction coming to a close on the higher time frames, and then we need to see confirmation on the lower time frames. If we don't wait for confirmation on the lower time frames, something like this can happen where we actually do print a red dot, but then we print a green dot. Well, how would we avoid getting stuck in that trap? It's about going to the lower time frame. So let's say you were looking for a short right here. Like I was looking for a short right here. All day yesterday, I was looking for a short all day. Right here, I was waiting for this thing to cross. I was just waiting, right, for it to cross. And I was looking to short off this resistance, right, because we kept rejecting off of this resistance. And I could have shorted a whole bunch of little scalp trades, but I didn't want to enter unless I really got confirmation. So if we go down to the 6 minute, during this time, we don't really see any good reason to short. We don't really see any good reason to short. If we go to the 12 minute, okay, we're not seeing any kind of clear direction in here. There's no clear direction of movement up or down. We don't see anything like this, okay? It's just up and down sideways. We don't see anything like this, where clearly we're bouncing off a level and we can long. those are the things that we need to be looking for, and that's how we're going to find those sweet entries. So you got to combine the higher time frames, the lower time frames, and then the levels of support and resistance. And right now, to be honest with you guys, like, we're getting a very clear bounce off of this trend line right here. And you know, we did get kind of a money flow crossover here. If I was looking to, well, I like to long the bounces off the 4-hour EMAs. So I will long bounces off the 4-hour EMAs without any other confirmation, just because I know that like 9 times out of 10 we're going to get a bounce, and so I just long it and I treat it like a scalp, and I take profits along the way. You know, I treat it as like a very little scalperoni, as some people put on their pizza. But really, if I was looking to long right now, I would want to see something more significant than what I'm seeing right now, okay? I would want to long only if I was seeing something like this, some kind of clear direction with a money flow crossover. So if I see this come down here and print a green wave down here, and then we come up and print a red wave here, and then we print a tight green wave right here, and this money flow is clearly crossing over, then I would look to long this seriously. Right now we came up and we're retesting this support. Let me turn on a different indicator, the crown. I love volatility, guys. Volatility is how I thrive. So if we're looking at the crown EMA RSI crossover indicator, which really gives us a great secondary confirmation. I mean, look at this, guys. The crown RSI EMA indicator basically told us we were peaking out right up here, and that was even before my entry signal for Market Cipher would have been right here, but this was giving us like pre-confirmation. So even right down here, this is giving us that kind of pre-confirmation as well, that we've bottomed out to some extent. But you have to be careful with this too, because look, you could have said we were bottoming out here, but then we came down more. So this I use as a secondary confirmation, but if this RSI starts pointing straight up and we're getting a clear money flow crossover, you know, that's where I would be looking to long right now. And we'll have to just see what happens. We could come down more. We don't know. And that's why we keep an eye on our levels. We keep an eye on Market Cipher. And we don't enter a trade unless we're getting clear confirmation to enter a trade. Let's go to the half hour real quick. I just want to take a look at something here. Yeah, the half hour too, you know, when we get these money flow crossovers, guys, like this, that means we're going to pump. Of course, keep in mind, it could take some time. Like, we get the money flow crossover right here on the half hour, but price comes down a little bit more before we bounce up. That's why I really like going down to those low time frames, like the 6 minute, where we can see, you know, the 6 minute is giving us like a more real time, where we can see the direction and the money flow cross like this. All right, let me drop into the chat real quick and just see how everyone's doing, and then I'm gonna mark out some levels. And tomorrow, guys, if you are in the course, or if you're a Patreon, patreon.com/Jason Casper. I'm going to do a TA video tomorrow where I basically mark out the levels that I'm looking to enter, you know, a swing trade for the week, where I am looking to long, where I am looking to short. Last week, you know, I made the video and there were 2 trades I was really looking to get into. I was looking to short these highs up here, which we did. We shorted those highs right here in the Discord, right? I posted it in here. We shorted these highs from, you know, the 58s. And guys, also, as many of you know, and were giving me some flack for, I was looking to long 54K, right? I was. That was a sweet entry that I was really hoping for, and obviously we didn't get it last week. We did not get it, and that's okay. That's okay. That is totally okay, because we got to change with the times. We got to change with the charts. And guys, if this is something that you want to learn, I do have a course that many of you are in. It's the Jason Casper trading course. And the purpose of this is to give you the tools and the knowledge that you need in order to be confident trading. And really what we're doing here is we're teaching you how to create and backtest your own profitable strategy. It's great for complete beginners, even if you don't even know how to read a chart at all. If you don't know what a candle is, that's totally fine. If you've been trading for a while, that's totally fine too. If you want to finally become profitable and learn how to create your own winning strategy step by step, even try out some example strategies that I have that are very profitable, you can get this course. You can either become a Patreon on patreon.com/JasonCasper, or you can join my free Discord and hit me up for more details. And guys, FOMO into the like button, because just like Bitcoin, the like button for my video is pumping. It's going completely parabolic. This is the chart right here. There's no bottom in sight. Even Market Cipher is saying there's no bottom in sight. And if you want any chance of getting in on this awesome investment right now at the beginning, now is the time. Coinbase just added support for the Jason Casper like button. And trading began on March 18th. And so that's why the chart is so parabolic right now. That's why. So we are coming down. We are coming down a little bit. And that's to be expected, because we can see that on the 6-minute time frame, we do need to come down a little bit, right? We need to come down a little bit more, and then we will see what happens, right? If we come down and we start getting a clear direction like this, and money flow starting to cross over like that while we're bouncing off of this support, that could be a great long signal. That could be a great long signal. So let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see what we got going as far as Bitcoin goes. Guys, I'm sorry about that smoke alarm that's beeping in the background. Let me go take care of that for 1 second. Let me go shut that off. Yeah, so here we are on the daily time frame. And man, this would have been such a sweet short. Such a sweet short. Basically, yeah, shorting from this all-time high region. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. And honestly, if I had to, obviously I wouldn't enter right now. But maybe if we still have more downward movement to go, right? We really need to keep a close eye on Market Cipher, because a lot of times what happens is, we come up, we print this red dot, we come down, then we print a green dot above the zero line and get another pump. So you got to be real careful shorting if you're not at the exact top, because that's where your shorts and your underwear get yanked down when you're on stage in front of 1,000 people and everyone's laughing at your anatomy, right? The nudity that has forced itself upon people's retinas. And nobody wants that. But if I had to guess, I would guess we'd probably come down a little bit more, perhaps, and bottom out somewhere around this area of support. But I don't know. I'm not looking to short here. But the daily time frame, guys, is looking like we still have a lot of momentum coming upwards. We need to wait and see what happens in the next few hours. The 12-hour, things are curving up, and CryptoFace talks about how, every time we come down on the daily and we touch that zero line, right, we get some kind, whenever we come below that zero line, that's where we get that explosion, right? That's where we get that explosion upward. So if we do, because obviously we're kind of coming down, right? I could see us coming down like this. And if we do come down and touch the zero line, that could really be the match that ignites the camel's back. I'll bet you never heard that saying before. So, but we still have upward momentum on the daily, on the 12-minute. The 8-hour is starting to curve down right here. The 8-hour is starting to curve down. And, so for me, this means we're probably going to see the 12-hour and the daily come down a little bit more. This is a very significant rejection in my mind because we're rejecting off the all-time high. We're rejecting off the all-time high. We're coming below. Now we're rejecting off of this daily level after getting a bounce off the 4-hour 21 EMA. So really for me, I'm going to wait for things to kind of level out. I'm going to just wait for the volatility to come to some kind of close. And then I'm going to be looking for, honestly, guys, a long. I'm going to be looking for a long once I see things bottom out, once I see a good entry. So that's kind of where I'm at as far as Bitcoin goes. And these are the levels I have marked out. And tomorrow, when I do the Patreon exclusive or course exclusive technical analysis video, I'm going to mark out all these levels afresh, and we're going to get some targets, we're going to get some entries, and we're really going to dissect what we're looking for as far as trading goes. Let me dive into the chat here. Guys, FOMO into the like button. John Wick with some good advice, okay? John Wick says, replace the smoke detector battery. Man, John Wick, that is some good information, but for the sake of YouTube, okay, I put the smoke alarm in another room. And so if my house burns down, I will just have to deal with it for the sake of all the likes that I'm going to get on this video. And shout out to Flop and Grover. That's right, I'm the first streamer ever with a rogue fire alarm. And I'm manly enough to fix it right away. Yeah, guys, this is quality content that you get over at the Jason Casper YouTube channel. Dennis Jungman says, Flop and Grover and myself, check out the 3-minute. It's looking extremely bullish. Let's check out that 3-minute. Let's check it out. The 3-minute is looking kind of bullish. It's looking kind of bullish. I would want to see, I would definitely want to see more so on the 6-minute. What I'm really would be looking for is that money flow crossover. But if we start doing this, and then we're coming up here, coming back down, printing higher lows and higher highs. And this money flow is looking like it's about to cross, right? That's super bullish. And then if I start to see that on the 3-minute, I will definitely take notice of that. And then I will go to the 6-minute. And the 6-minute is looking kind of nice as well. The 6-minute is looking kind of nice as well. And so, yeah, definitely a place to be interested. A place to be interested in looking for an entry, because we are currently finding support or resistance. Like we're keep flipping back and forth, support and resistance at this daily level right here, the 59.1 level. And yeah, if we get this that cross, possibly not a bad time to. But here's the thing, guys, and this is what I was saying from the beginning of the stream. If you really want to find those golden entries, those surefire entries, okay, the ones where you can be super confident, so confident you could post it in your Discord and tell people that you're going to long or short, and only be slightly scared that you're going to embarrass yourself by posting a crappy trade. Like this right here. This was the bottom of the move. And the reason I had the cojones to post that in my Discord, right? Because a lot of times I enter trades and it's a risk, right? I'm like, okay, this could be a long entry. I have a good risk to reward ratio. I'm going to go for it, right? But right now, if you're looking to long, we have clear downward momentum on the higher time frames, okay? We don't see even on the 3 hour, even on the 2 hour, we don't see a crossover happening anytime soon, right? It's the waves are very separated. They're very separated. You can see the dark blue and the light blue are very separated from each other. What we would want to see is something like this, right? Where they're starting to get close to each other. You guys see how the waves are starting to get close right here before the green dot even prints? The waves are starting to get close. That's what we want to see. That's the first thing we want to see. We want to see the waves getting close in conjunction with us bouncing off of a support or rejecting off of resistance. And then we want to go to the lower time frames and look for that direction. Because if we're only seeing the direction on the lower time frame, don't get me wrong, you can absolutely get a good move right there. But if you see all those things happening in conjunction with one another, that's how you know you're going to have a lot of power behind you. Because if the higher time frames are telling you we're coming to a top or we're coming to a bottom, then the lower time frames are just giving you confirmation that yes, the higher time frames are about to confirm. That doesn't mean that you can't find good entries only using the lower time frames. I'm just saying if you're really looking for those golden entries, the ones where you're super confident, the ones where you just put your whole account on the trade, 100x leverage, no stop loss. And I'm kidding though, because don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. But yeah. So like right in here in this area, let's go back to the 4-hour TF over here, or even the 3-hour time frame over here. When we were starting to print this green dot right here, right? This is where you want to look for the golden entry on the lower time frame. It's like when the higher time frames and the lower time frames line up, and you're at an area of support or resistance. Doesn't mean like I said, doesn't mean you can't find a really good long entry elsewhere. But another great place, guys, is I like to do this too. This is one of my favorite ways to trade is if we get a dump and we're getting a bounce off the 21 EMA, I kind of just go long there because I know we're going to get something out of that move. We're going to get something out of that move, like maybe like 85% of the time, or a nice little scalp there. All right. CryptoKeeper says the 1 hour looking like a green dot coming on the bottom. Let's check out the 1 hour, guys. This could be a great... Wow, look at that. Yeah. That's looking nice. That's looking super nice. Yeah, and look at this. Look at this blue candlestick coming up right now. This could be a great... maybe I should just FOMO into a long right now. Perhaps. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty nice, because we have the support, right? We came down, tested perfectly, this support. And now that the 1 hour is starting to print, this bottom, we know that eventually it'll go to the 2 hour, and then to the 3 hour, and then eventually to the 4 hour. But, by the time the 4 hour is printing, we kind of want to have already kind of seen that coming. We kind of already want to have seen that coming. I wonder how Ethereum is doing. Ethereum's doing great. Ethereum's doing real good. Did Ethereum hit a new all-time high today? Was that a new all-time high? Like I said, yeah, look at that. Ethereum, new all-time high today. That's awesome. That really is awesome. Christopher S. Check the 1 hour hidden divergence. Raffle LMAO says last chance to be in below 60K. Michael wants to know about my thoughts on Dent for the altcoin strategy. I traded Dent and made a huge amount on it recently. Yeah, right, MoonWolf. The bounce on the symmetrical triangle was super nice. Austin Rockman wants to know why I do not use Hike and Sheet candles. Jason White says Jason is his favorite name, bro. Yeah, I like the name too. The reason I don't use Hike and Sheet candles is because personally I just don't like them. I didn't learn how to trade with Hike and Sheet candles. I learned how to trade with regular old candles. And so that's just what I prefer, you know? No hate to the Hike and the Shears out there. It trips me up. It trips me up when I can't like look at the candle body to give me the high and low. It just trips me out. I just don't like it. But yeah, so Ethereum is looking nice. If we look at Ethereum on the daily time frame, well, there's a few things here. You know, we're printing a green dot on the daily, and it's below the 60. It's below the 60, which, you know, means we could still have a lot more upward momentum before we start to top out here, like what happened back here, right, where we printed red dot above the 60, but then we kept on coming super high, or right here, you know, where we kind of like, just because we're printing, you know, this green dot here, it doesn't mean we're going to top out anytime soon. We could really come up high, and I am super bullish for the month of April. I'm super bullish for the month of April. And really right now, Ethereum is just trading, you know, trading within this range, right? And we just created a new high. So, you know, the levels that I would be watching right now are these, basically. And so when we see price coming to one of these levels, you know, I've got for the lows 1979, which was I think the year that disco was most popular. Then we have 2051. Then we have 2134 around there, and then we have the all-time high of 2211. And so these would be areas where I would be looking to get interested in a trade. If I see that we come down and bounce off of here, or if I see we come up and get a rejection off of here, you know, those are areas where I would be looking to enter. And if we come to the 4 hour, you know, we can see if possibly we can get a few more areas of support or resistance. I mean, right here, where we got the bounce perfectly off of, that would have been a really good place to get a little scalp, because not only do we bounce off of this 4 hour support and resistance level, but also we're bouncing off the 21 EMA, which is 21 EMAs. I mean, you know, all brain, no gain. I mean, no brain, all gain with those 21 EMAs. But again, we are getting this downward momentum here, and I'm always cautious. I'm always cautious longing when we're still like at the top of this these higher time frame red dots, right? The 6 hour is just starting to print a red dot here, and you know, just historically when that happens, guys, you know, look at how this works. So I'm cautious, to be honest with you, about entering longs right now for Bitcoin or Ethereum. I feel like the long was here, the short was here, and now, you know, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. I would like to see. Yeah, I mean, this is a good sign on the 1 hour, guys. This is a good sign, but I would like to see more. I would like to see more on the higher time frames. I really would. That's just me. I'm a cautious conservative trader. I'm a conservative trader, right? I am you know, who's the most conservative political figure you can think of? I can't really think of any conservative figures. But if there was one, that's the way I trade. I wait until I get those entries that I'm like 100% confident in, and then I take them. And I'm patient. And I think that patience is a virtue, they say, right? Well, when it comes to trading, I think patience is a great way to preserve your capital, because, and this is just me, guys, I'm not a scalper. I'm not. I don't have time. I don't have time to do that. And so for me, I wait for those great entries. I wait and I say, okay, this is where I would like to enter a trade. So if I see price come here, then I'm going to look at Market Cipher. If I get the confluence, that's where I'm going to enter a trade. And I feel like for a lot of traders, especially people who are either too busy to be a slave to the chart all day, or people who are newer to trading, that's going to be your key to success, because you're not going to get in as many trades, but the trades you get in are going to be winning trades. They're going to get you those gains. They're going to get you those gains. So people want me to look at XRP. MD, when I say conservative, what do I mean? I mean, I don't believe in television. I think that's of the devil. And I don't believe in the public school system, because I think that's of the Satan too. All right? Yeah, people are laughing, saying Trump is not conservative. I'm sorry. I'm not going to wax political. I think politics are a joke, to be honest with you guys. I literally think it's theater for people, for the pseudo-intellectuals. But I will not wax political at all. XRP, I have not been paying attention to, guys. The last time I dealt with XRP was in November. When what did I do in November? Yeah, what did I do? Let's go to the 6 hour. In November, I longed it and then I shorted it, because there was the old buy the rumor, sell the news deal, where everyone was going to do to XRP, everyone was going to pump XRP or something like that. And so I longed it somewhere in here, and then I shorted it somewhere in here. Or maybe that was here. I forget, guys. I forget where it was. I really do. But I'm not a big fan of XRP, and I know I missed out on some serious gains, right? Look at this. I missed out on some serious dang gains, and I'm just going to accept that. I missed out on 137%. But you know what I didn't miss out on? I didn't miss out on Dent, which didn't make me 137%, but it did make 117%, which is still okay in my book. It's still okay in my book. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry about XRP, guys. I'm just not into it. I'm not into it. Glenn Hoddle, thoughts on GRT USD? Yeah, for sure. Guys, like the video. We got 700 people in here, only 300 likes. Really, that 400 people hate the video? That cuts into my soul. Cuts into my soul. I never heard of GRT, but I'll take a look. Let's take a look here. Okay, let's start on the daily. And the first thing I notice is, wow, it's looking kind of nice, right? We can see kind of like a clear pattern, maybe even a breakout happening right now. We were trading on this level of support right about here. So I would say that you could kind of do something like this. Also, let's just take a look at this thing historically. It hasn't been listed on Binance too long, just since December. But I guess you could say, I don't know if you could say that. I was going to say you could look at this as a bull flag, but I don't really know. But we definitely had this kind of channel going on. And it looks like we're breaking out of that channel right now. It looks like we printed a bottom on Market Cipher B on the daily time frame right here. This is looking like let's take a look at how this looks on the 12 hour. And 12 hours looking pretty nice here, because we have this bottom and we see a clear direction. And let's take a look at the 6 hour. We see this money flow crossover on the 6 hour. So to me, yeah, this is looking actually pretty nice. The GERT USDT is looking pretty nice. Yeah, this is a coin I might load up a little bit on, to be honest with you. Let's see what happens. I mean, if we hit the all-time high, that's a nice 50%. It's a nice 50% if we hit the all-time high. And let's see what could happen if we surpass the all-time high. If let's pull out our fib on this and just drag it from the bottom to the top and just see if we get any kind of significant levels. I mean, let me just make sure this is the swing low here. Yeah, we like didn't quite bounce off the 618. I guess we were more bouncing off the 50%. Then let's see if we can obtain some targets here. So yeah, perhaps, I would be looking maybe for this breakout to come up and get us maybe to the 1.272 or maybe into the 1.618, which would give us a 100% breakout. That would be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet. I would also want to look into like the fundamentals of this. Are people talking about this thing on the news? Because let's see. I mean, I see some bad news from 2 days ago. I don't know. I haven't really heard much about Gert. But maybe I should look into it, for sure. For sure. Oh, it's a gold. Is it a gold miner? Lo Sbrano wants to know, how do you enter the VIP Discord? You got to become a Patreon to enter the VIP Discord, and there's 2 levels there. That's how you do it. Patreon.com/Jason Casper. Yeah, you can get access to the course and access to my the VIP TA channels, and there's a lot of really great traders in there, guys. There really are. GRT is on Coinbase. That's good to know. MATIC. Yeah, let's take a look at MATIC, guys. That's a coin I've been keeping my eye on. It's definitely a coin I've been keeping my eye on. Looking to buy in this zone right here. Looking to buy in this zone because I actually, believe it or not, I loaded up on MATIC and we hit 2 of my take profit levels on this thing. But now we're just trading within this range. So I'm not really sure how I feel about it right now. I mean, clearly this is support, right? So I would kind of want to see what happens just from a technical standpoint, looking at Market Cipher. I mean, we're just kind of trading sideways. I mean, we do have this direction coming here, but it kind of like, this VWAP is looking sad. The VWAP is looking sad on the daily. It's looking super sad on the 12-hour. Yeah, it's crying on the 8-minute. And, I mean, really, I kind of see a downward direction on the 8-hour, on the 6-hour. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about it. I was really hoping that we were going to get like a breakout and hit that high, which we still very well may, right? Altcoin season is allegedly upon us, and we'll see what happens. But I got MATIC in this buy zone right here, and I'm pretty sure I also posted this in the Discord, and 2 of the take profit levels got hit from this breakout, and then we just dropped right down. So I don't know. I still have MATIC. I sold some here and I sold some here. I'm still hodling. We'll see what happens. Obviously, if we drop below this level, then I would not be so bullish on it anymore. Yeah, let's check out DOT. And HNT. Let's check out HNT first. Now, guys, HNT has some big news coming up. Okay, I got my my hint right. I got it, and it went down. It went down since I got it. Okay, so Where did I get it? I think I bought somewhere right around here when we were breaking this resistance. I set my first take profit up here. It didn't get hit, okay? It did not get hit. Then we had this huge dump. Then we came up, and now we're dumping again. Okay, I'm still bullish on HNT because for some fundamental reasons. I think in the next few days we're going to see HNT kind of take off here. And this is, you know, honestly, guys, I don't have... I did have a technical reason here when we were breaking out of this resistance with a really nice direction on Market Cipher. We had this bottom, we had this trigger wave, then we had this super tight trigger wave as we're breaking resistance. I should have set my first take profit a little bit lower. Look at that, guys. Is that not disappointing? Is that not disappointing? I missed my take profit by 0.66%. Sheesh. Yeah, that's disappointing. But you know what? I'm still holding on to my HNT because I believe within a few days this thing is going to pump. But that's all I can really say about that now. And yeah, I'm still holding on to it. Holding on. Now let's take a look at DOT. Let's take a look at DOT. I love DOT. Polka dots, I think, are very... They're appealing to the senses, right? People like looking at polka dots. They're nice. So one thing I'll say about DOT is, we have a clear support and resistance level right here that's been being respected since the month of February. If we go to the 12-hour, we can see more clearly this level here. And so I would say, guys, that we did break this. We came down and we got this nice kind of like dip and bounce off of this support. Now again we're bouncing off of this 12-hour 21 EMA, which I think is also pretty bullish. It's a weird looking, yeah, on the 2-hour and the 4-hour. It's kind of hard to say, guys, how I'm really feeling about DOT. I mean, DOT is one of those coins where I think it's bullish no matter what, right? I mean, DOT is one of those altcoins. Polkadot is one of those altcoins where if you're a hodler of DOT for this bull cycle, you're gonna do pretty well. You're gonna do pretty well. That's how I feel about it. Right now, if I didn't know anything else about this coin, I would say the fact that we broke a resistance that's been resistant since February. We broke out, we retested it, and now we're coming up. I think that's also bullish. This would be something I would like buy and hold long term and not be looking to like buy it for a pump and then sell it. Because even when this thing pumped and then evened out a little bit, that's all, just evened out. I don't think this is the kind of pump and dump coin. Definitely not Polkadot. This is one I'm super bullish on for this whole market cycle. So the fact that we're above resistance, a 2-month resistance, is extremely bullish in my view. Nice. We Hunt just got a green dot on the 729 minute. Laurent, editor, how much money would I say I've made trading crypto? A lot. A lot. Shout out to Monty Crypto. Litecoin is testing 250. Would I hold Litecoin? Yeah, I love Litecoin. I hold Litecoin. Man, look at this, guys. This is sweet. Okay, so third take profit is hit for Litecoin here because I got in. Well, I hold Litecoin, but in the Discord I posted right here that I was loading up my Litecoin holdings, and let's see, from that time we are up 30%, give or take. So yeah, when did I post that? Let me check in here. Potential altcoin pumps. Where's the LTC? This is when Litecoin hit take profit 1. Oh man. Yeah, I guess it was a while ago. It must have been a long while ago. Here it is, Litecoin. Litecoin. This is where right when we dumped down. This is where I scooped up a bunch, and I've just been holding it ever since. I'm gonna keep holding Litecoin. I think we can really get to. I think we can get to 500 by the end of this bull market. Guys, if you're interested in joining this Discord, you can become a Patreon, a level 2 VIP Patreon. You can access my trades and also the course. Level 1 VIP Patreon, you can access the course. And also in here, I do weekly TA updates where I do lots of TA updates in here where I'm looking for potential swing trades. But every week I make a video exclusive for people who are in the course where I do TA for the week and basically look at where I'm looking to enter some pretty sweet swing trades. And last week, one of those came about. The short scenario came about, but the long scenario did not. So, they're not guaranteed to happen, but it's just the way I'm looking at the charts. But all right, guys, I gotta head out. I got to head out. Appreciate all of you for being here. I pray that the Lord would bless and keep all of you in the name of Yeshua, who is God in the flesh, the Messiah. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav alecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav alecha v'yasem lecha shalom. B'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel. And I do pray, honestly, that all of you are blessed and that the Lord does reveal himself to each one of you in a personal way. And I also pray that you guys don't FOMO into any bad trades, but that you find them sweet entries with Market Cipher B and levels of support and resistance. And we shall see what happens here. This is looking nice, guys. I love volatility. I love volatility. It's a shame I missed that bounce. It's a shame I missed the bounce. But I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled here, guys. I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled. All right. Got some big things coming up. I'm going to be on BitBoy's channel this week, I think. So that should be fun. That should be fun. And yeah, getting a website together, getting a lot of stuff rolling. Some big things coming up. So God bless all you guys, and peace.